Many students find opposing viewpoints to be one of the most helpful tools, and they'll actually start with that. So we'll click on opposing viewpoints, and from there you can see the opening screen for it. You can see that they usually have a popular news story flashing in. You can use a search tool at the top to click around and find specific types of sources like academic journals, primary sources, or what they call viewpoints, which is a lot of times editorials, things like that, usually more opinionated. So let's click in here, and we can see that you have lots of choices. You can search by topic. That's helpful for a lot of students too. They may not know what words to use to search, so they'll search by topic. So we'll look at the medical marijuana one, and we can see on this page, again, lots of choices on what we can look at. We have viewpoints where people are making arguments. Sometimes those are from good sources. A lot of times those work as nice introductions to the content on opposing viewpoints. Let's look in the academic journal area here. We can see 13 different sources. Again, there are more than 13 academic journal articles about medical marijuana out there. So your search here is going to be a little bit limited. They try to bring in sources with different, as we call them, opposing viewpoints from different sides of the issue. So they're not going to give you everything. They're just going to give you a few to represent the different sides. So we can look around in here and see what's there. Again, let's look at this. This is more just an introduction to the subject, but it'll help you focus on the subject, give you some different questions, help you find a narrower topic to look at. And again, this will introduce you to some other sources that might help. So this is just a nice basic introduction for that you'll find here on opposing viewpoints. And then down at the bottom, again, you'll see more sources that you can look up on your own. They even give you the source citation right there. It's very nice. You can copy and paste that in. You can use the same citation tool that we looked at in our last presentation as well. So let's go back here and look around a little bit more, some of the different tools we can use in opposing viewpoints. I'm going to click the back button, and we can click on home and look at some of the different topics that we have. Again, you can use this for a lot of the different classes that you're going to take here, not just the writing classes. And you can see that you can look in within one category, and it'll give you lots more options within that one category. Here we're going to look at millennial generation. Many of you belong to that generation, so you may think it'd be interesting to do a paper, something about your own generation. And we can see the different viewpoints that are there. Again, 24 different academic journals. Because that's a broad category, there are going to be a lot of different topics within this. So you may not be able to use all of them in a paper, but it might help you narrow down what you want to look into. And you can use a search tool then and say, well, maybe I'll work with this topic. It'll give you some different choices there. If you need to spell it differently, they're going to say you spelled it wrong, but looks like they were wrong with that. So you'll see sometimes they do funny little things. But I'm going through this so you can see that it helps you a lot. You're not lost if you misspell something or if you're not exactly sure what term to use. So I wanted to kind of set up this example to show you that this isn't just a blind search tool. They actually really help you. So looking through the different topics and the different articles that you can choose. Again, lots of fun here. You can use the tools on the side and it'll take you to those specific categories too. Some of them are statistics and news, different magazines, websites, again in addition to the academic sources. Let's look at another one here. I found something interesting here I want to show you. We'll go into society and culture and look through. And again, lots of different topics you can choose on here. I wanted to show you the broad range there that you can narrow down. And we're going to look at rap music. Not everybody likes it, but it makes for some interesting research material. Again, within this here, they're going to show you some featured viewpoints. They're going to show you some academic journal articles that you can look around in. And let's go ahead and take a look in here, see what we can find. We're going to, like with any of these, we're going to look at all the different possibilities and what's available to you. Lots that you can work with here. So we're going to look at our academic journals here. And then, again, working through these, find something that interests you, something that you think, wow, I could, work with this, bring this into a paper. In this case, I wanted to show you this particular article here because it is an academic journal article about Eminem and feminist issues, some gender issues, about the different language that he uses, things like that. Really interpreting and taking an academic look at his music. And many students don't realize this, but within college papers, we do this a lot. We take a look at pop culture things and actually think about them. So let's look again, in case you missed it last time, how to export your citation. Click on Citation Tools on the side, and then choose MLA or APA, and then download it. And it'll download into your window. Again, I use Chrome because that way I can see the download right away. We're going to change our title. Save it. And just like last time, we'll see it download there. We'll open it up. And again, I'm showing you this twice because a lot of students find this incredibly helpful. And this is the reason why Gales Engage and EBSCOhost should be some of your first places you look for resources. Partly because you know you're going to get good materials, incredible materials, and partly because you know that the citation isn't going to be that big of a deal. And so I didn't show you this all the way last time. Once you've copied and grabbed that citation, you can open up your Microsoft Word. And again, as you're doing research, you should have just a document where you're keeping track of your sources, so you don't have to go back and track them all down at the end of the paper when you're scratching out everything you can at the last minute. And you're going to go ahead and paste that in there. Let's do that. And there it is. We're going to keep our source formatting, and there you have it. So again, you can build your works cited page without having to get really picky about it because someone else has done that for you. Alright, I hope you'll use opposing viewpoints quite a bit. It's incredibly helpful. Thanks for watching. And now we should be ready to go on to an exercise that lets you practice some of these skills and get some experience in these websites that we've been looking at. Good luck!